Some of the most important films about Black womanhood are disturbing. A lot of us had to watch these growing up, and I know that we see the pattern of sometimes the Black experience being synonymous with trauma. Traumatizing because they're fearless and unapologetic about the message they're trying to deliver, and because of that, you get these well-acted, well-crafted films that are not only important to our community, but to cinema. Here are some of the best and essential films about Black womanhood, the disturbing edition. First up, you got Precious, which is based off the book Push by Sapphire. I think people make jokes about Precious to cope with how traumatizing it is. Precious has one of the best acting ensembles hands down. Monique rightfully so won that Oscar. Precious is a teenager that never had a chance, and she is now pregnant with her second child by her own father. And her mother, Mary, oh, she's hell. Fuck Mary. Next, you got For Color Girls, which is based off the work by Ntozake Shange. For Color Girls puts you through a lot, but it reminds you how important it is to lean on other women. It's a story about 9 different women, and their stories intertwine with one another, but they each got something going on with their lives. It's also where we get the famous "so you're doing the bending." The most heartbreaking, devastating part is the window scene, when those 2 kids are being dangled out the window and their father lets go. For Color Girls is originally a choreo poem, and it's one of the first of its kind. In the story, each woman represents a color. It's poetry and movement with song and dance. When you're watching the movie, it flows. And next is Eve's Bayou, and this is a movie that I fully did not understand until I got older. Eve is a young girl that caught her father cheating, and she doesn't like him anymore, and she believes he should go to hell with it. So she gets involved grown folks' business, then we find out something else that bothers all of us. Eve has an older sister named Cicely, and we don't understand her relationship with their father, because it's making us feel uncomfortable, but we're not trying to complain because he's a present father, but something's off. Eve's Bayou was inducted into the National Film Registry in 2018. It's a psychologically messed up film because what if what you're remembering isn't true? Next, you got Beloved. Beloved is a novel written by Toni Morrison, and it's inspired by the true story of Margaret Gardner. You see, Margaret was in the process of taking out her children and herself before authorities stepped in, because she believed not being on Earth would be better than going back into slavery. In Beloved, you're scared, but once you find out what's going on, you feel empty. Then lastly, we have The Color Purple. Color Purple is a wonderful book written by Alice Walker, and this film was directed by Steven Spielberg, and it went on to get 11 Academy Award nominations, and it went home with not one. Favorite thing about what Alice did was give this story a happy ending. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Color Purple is about loving yourself and telling yourself that you're worthy of love. And when you're in an environment that constantly puts you down, sometimes you feel like you can't do no better. It's essential for every Black woman to watch, because regardless of what situation you are in, you can overcome. You can be a Sealy and get your lick back against your ex-husband.